Senator Ava Birch for reminding us that the day you have an abortion is not a good day. It's not something anyone takes lightly or goes skipping off to do. It is a horrible, horrible, horrible decision or a horrible outcome that you are not looking for. I think that's so easy to forget, like anyone is casual about such a thing. Thank you to the good doctor for being the medical voice of reason in the room. And of course, thank you to Ambassador Rice for just bringing it all home and making just so much sense. So I come to you, I'm clearly a mom for Kamala. I'm an advocate for kids, particularly kids in rural America. My mom grew up very, very poor in rural America, as did my dad, and then it was education that turned things around for them and made my sisters and my lives possible. And education, sometimes you need a little bit of help. You aren't just, your success in life is pretty much determined by your zip code. So sometimes those zip codes need a little nudge, a little help getting to kindergarten ready. And that can be childcare. And let me tell you something, childcare is not a graham cracker and a nap. As this wonderful childcare worker that I spoke with during the Biden campaign told me, childcare, she said, I'm a brain architect. I'm the architect of these children's brains. So I love that Kamala Harris is wanting to pay childcare workers the wages that they, with some dignity, give them the living wages that they so richly deserve. I, of course, am a huge fan of the child tax credit. As I travel around rural America, I'm so lucky to be led into people's homes where they are living with a lot of shame. They are living well below the poverty line, and there's not a clear path out for them. And you know what would help? The first year they have a baby, $6,000. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what women would do? They would spend it on the betterment of their family. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, we all love our kids. We all want the very, very best for them, and some people need a little extra help to make that happen. And I love that Kamala Harris is thinking this way, and that she and Tim Walz see the value of education, see the value of the leg up, see the value of the dignity of homeownership, and of finding a way to give small businesses like this one, which is so beautiful, and I would have every kid's birthday party here if I was living here. Give small businesses the boost that they so richly deserve so they can employ people and give those people a leg up. It's all a virtuous cycle. But what I want to talk about, because it seems like from the nodding heads I may be preaching to the converted, so I want to talk about what can we do. Well, first of all, do you know that 60 elections in the US in the last year were either tied or won by one vote? So Arizona is that state right now. Arizona is, you all know this, every eye is on you. Every person is here. Jessica Alba and Kerry Washington, my colleagues and friends, will be here tomorrow. I mean, we're all gonna just barnstorm you and drive you nuts. I'm sure your phones, I'm sure everything is a nightmare. I'm sure you don't even want to turn on the TV. But that being said, it really is that important. And for whatever reason, it's right here, right now. So another thing to remember is that 37% of our voters, if you can even just wrap your minds around this, are millennial and Gen Z. Right? Amazing. And yes. Yeah, let's hear it. So if you have any youngsters in your life who, for whatever reason, are disgruntled or feel really idealistic and really just like, well, there's not a candidate here that really represents everything that I believe. Okay, understand. First of all, if you're a Republican, next time, vote for it. Let's hold that thought. We're all for it. I'm all for bipartisanship. Let's hold it till we're not talking about, Yeah. Thank you. But if you are just undecided, you gotta vote. You don't have the, you can't abstain, not this year. Any vote not taken is a vote for him. We have absolutely got to get our kids, to get their friends registered, get them registered and get them to the polls. And it's gonna be kids, guys. It's gonna be kids. And so, do you think so? Absolutely. Yay! So So whatever you can do, go to schools and volunteer to drive kids to polls or to help them register. Just whatever you can do to get these kids out there voting. Our country deserves to be united. There is a new way forward. There is a joyful way forward. There is a way that is democracy, that celebrates democracy and a United States. And we deserve that. Wouldn't it just be so nice to relax into 4 years of, yes, hard work, and yes, hard decisions, but we're talking about someone who isn't afraid of either, who has the calm composure, who has the education, who has the history and the story where, look, where I'm from in California, this isn't a problem. We're Kamala all the way. But also, that's not just because, it's a blue-leaning state. We've watched her grow up. She was our DA, she was our AG, and she was amazing. She took on big fat bullies like banks, when she was fighting for homeowners and rapists and abusers, and she was not afraid, or if she was, she put on her big girl panties and she did it anyway. So I am proud to be here with all of you. I am so grateful to all of you. I know you all are working hard to make this happen. So let's focus everywhere we can, and let's really think about the kids, because those stinkers are going to have way more say than we could ever have imagined. Thank you so much, and thank you, everyone here. And you want to say hi?
Hi, everybody.